Let's go through all of the content we're getting in the upcoming Season 3 update in MW2 and Warzone 2. Be sure to subscribe for more update videos like this. But first up here, let's go through some general important information on this update. According to the in-game Season 2 Battle Pass timer, Season 3 is expected to release in around 22 to 23 days from now, which brings us to a release date of Wednesday, April 12th, which is actually pretty soon from now, a short couple of weeks. Of course, the exact release times are up on screen, pretty standard here, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, although for Season 2 Reloaded, they did bump that ahead by 1 hour. I'm assuming for the most part, though, every update before then was always 1 p.m. Eastern. They're probably going to stick with this for now, but there may be a slight change. I'll be sure to update you guys if that is the case this time around as well. And also let me know what other time zones you want to see on this list here I have some of the most popular time zones in my opinion based on my comment section as well. I added Central European time. There's a lot of countries there. A lot of you guys in that sector of the world. Let me know down below. I have Australia. I have KSA, which is the Middle East. If you guys want any other time zones, let me know down below. I'll be sure to squeeze them in and add them to my list here. But for some actual content we're getting, there's actually a lot of new stuff coming out here about this update. The first one are new operators. Now, all of these might not be for Season 3. We may have one in Season 4, but we have files in the game now for finally Valeria, Alejandro, and Alex from MW 2019 in this game, which is really sick. We've been talking about Valeria and Alejandro. Of course, they were in the MW2 campaign. Those are obvious picks as operators. I feel like that's not surprising whatsoever. To see them in this game in upcoming updates for bundles, for other content, it just makes complete sense there. At this point, we should have multiple skins for Valeria, especially. I mean, considering how popular she was, and she kind of went viral during the campaign early access period. But obviously, Alex is another surprising one here. We just saw him at the end of the Raid Episode 2 cutscene. He is now alive, and he will definitely be a part, probably the first operator we'll see a part of Season 3, maybe a part of the Battle Pass, but most likely just a bundle that they release alongside of the update. Let me know down below if you're excited for these operators. Again, Alejandro, Valeria, Alex, those are operators that I feel like are cool to have. As I said in previous videos, I like operators that we actually know from past campaigns, from past Call of Duty games, something you could relate to, a character you actually want to use. Different skins for them as well would be really sick, as opposed to other random operators they give us with no true connection. You've never seen this guy before. He's kind of just this basic cookie cutter soldier that they throw in the store. I mean, every so often, it's cool to see that, but I would rather see, again, campaign characters from past IW games, even from Treyarch and Sledgehammer games, and, you know, guys we've seen before that you can relate to. I would rather have multiple skins of those guys instead of just operators we've never seen before and just random soldiers. So Valeria, Alejandro, Alex, really cool picks here. Can't wait to see them in the game very soon. But before we go through some more content here, we have a quick word from the sponsor of today's video. Injured and don't know where to start with Morgan & Morgan? It's so easy. They're a modernized law firm that makes dealing with injuries or accidents super easy and stress-free. Submitting a claim is very simple. With Morgan & Morgan, you could submit a claim without ever having to leave your couch. It's all done on your phone. In 8 clicks or less, you could submit a claim to Morgan & Morgan. You could submit case details, sign contracts, upload documents, and even contact your attorney all from your phone. Getting into an accident can be a pain, literally, but hiring an attorney should be one of the first things you do. If you're ever injured in an accident, you could check out Morgan & Morgan. You could submit a claim in 8 clicks or less without having to leave your couch. For more information, go to forthepeople.com or dial #law. That's #529 from your cell phone. Now, there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about in this video for Season 3, but let's break down what IW has already kind of previewed to us and what we got confirmed so far here. There's a lot of other stuff leaking out that's new as well. First thing here, what are we getting for Season 3 here? Gunfight returns to multiplayer with new maps each season, Plunder returning, Warzone ranked. So those are the 3 big ones here. Let's start off here first with the multiplayer side of things, and of course Gunfight is the first big one here. I, again, wanted this to be at the launch of the game. It was the main selling point for MW 2019. I thought it would be here again for MW2 right at launch. It wasn't for whatever reason. Maybe they wanted to focus on other parts of the game, raids, Spec Ops, DMZ, whatever it was. It's not a big deal, but I feel like Gunfight was fairly popular. You know, it was in Cold War. We had a different version of it in Vanguard known as Champion Hill, but I thought there would be something in MW2, but there wasn't. So whatever the reason for Gunfight not being in this game right now, it is confirmed to be coming very soon. This should be at the launch of Season 3, although again, could be a bit later, but this should be coming very soon. There's been a lot of leaks regarding this as well. So Gunfight is going to be very exciting. I'm assuming it's going to be the same type of vibe from what we saw back in MW 2019. Very standard stuff there. Maybe they'll change it up, but I doubt it. there are a lot of maps here that did leak out for Gunfight that will run through. As of now, we have Black Site, Boneyard, Exhibit Lounge, Mercado Subway, Theater, Torn, and Trauma. So I'm assuming most, if not all, of these Gunfight maps here will be from existing maps and locations in the Modern Warfare 2 universe, whether it's from Las Almas, Al Mazrah, or maybe some uniquely made maps as well, you know, from the current MP maps, like Mercado is seen there, probably a small section of that MP map. That's also from Las Almas as well. From Al Mazrah, again, you could take small parts of Al Mazrah, turn that into a Gunfight map. We talked about the Gulag Arena being turned into a Gunfight map. I could see that as well. So this is not a big deal. For core 6v6 MP maps, I would rather those be uniquely made maps, but for Gunfight maps, I don't mind them not being unique as much. Maybe that's just me. Let me know down below. But Gunfight is just a thing that, you know, I don't really care if there's uniquely made maps. I don't know what it is. I feel like Gunfight is more about the actual mode itself and the 2v2 aspect of it than the actual maps that you're playing on, because you could take small parts of any type of Warzone MP map and it could still be pretty fun. So that's going to be cool to see what maps we get for the launch of Gunfight. We'll probably get, you know, 3 to 4 maps to start off with. So again, we'll cover that once it happens. Gunfight tournaments as well. I would love to return. No information on that, but that would be really fun to see as well. It'll just add more life to MW2, which I think the game really deserves right now. So again, we'll see more stuff on that very soon. But for some more MP content overall, what MP maps are we getting? Because remember, the Himmelmet Expo map was supposed to be a Season 3 map, and they officially tweeted out that they're pushing it ahead for Season 2 Reloaded. So I'm hoping that they're pushing all of the MP content ahead, and we're not just going to get 0 new maps for Season 3 because we got one in Season 2. We're going to get more content than expected because they started prioritizing MP because they realized ranked play is very popular. Multiplayer might have more players actively playing, probably does, than Warzone 2 right now. It seems like MW2 is kind of taking over. For the past couple of years, it seems like Warzone has had a stranglehold on the content that seems to be shifting back to the core premium release and multiplayer in general. So hopefully they start prioritizing MP maps, especially 6v6 MP maps. That new MP map, that, you know, Himmelmet Expo map, has had a positive reception for the most part from the community and from pro players as well. It might actually be a control map for the CDL players, which is very exciting. So I think IW is going to realize here, people liked our new uniquely made MP map, but let's make more of these here. It's going to really benefit the overall player numbers and probably, you know, people buying bundles as well because they're enjoying the game. You're going to buy a bundle if you're enjoying the game. It's just how, you know, Activision as a business is probably working there. So regardless of that, what maps are we going to see? So there is a bunch of leaked MP maps that were left over in the files of this game. Here's what we have so far. We have Ancient, Action Park, Cruise, Crypto, Yellow Castle, Dogtown, Esports Gym, Biolab, Exhume, Fallout, Luxury, Tenant, and Tokyo. Now, of course, the big one here, which I'm very surprised we didn't see in Season 2. I guess you can never say never. Season 2 isn't over, but, you know, we already had the launch update and the Reloaded update. We're probably not getting any UMP maps, but Tokyo is the map we were expecting to see as the uniquely made MP map for the Reloaded update. I mean, this season is a Japanese-themed season. We got the release of Ashika Island as well, which takes place in Japan. You would think Tokyo, you know, a leaked map is that map we get. Now, of course, they could still release a Tokyo-themed map or a map that takes place somewhere in Tokyo, whether it's the countryside, mountains, city, etc. A map like that could still release at any point in MW2's life cycle. It could release for Season 3, 4, 5, whatever, but you would think it would make the most sense to release that during this Japanese-themed Season 2. But we didn't get it there. Regardless, we could still see it in the future. Maybe there were some delays with that. It could be scrapped as well. Who knows? Other maps here, again, it's hard to really describe what these maps will look like. Ancient, is it on an ancient ruins site somewhere? Maybe it takes place in an ancient Mayan site in Mexico, or just, you know, any type of ancient ruin location, whatever. That could be cool as well. Luxury, some type of luxury mansion or building. I mean, in the new map, Expo is kind of a luxury resort, so it could be referring to that. But Davos was actually another leaked codename, and Davos is Himmelmet Expo map, so luxury could be a separate map. Tenant could be some type of potential apartment city map. I mean, who knows? Let me know down below your ideal MP map, what uniquely made maps you want to see in MW2. But I think with the recent success of the new MP map and multiplayer being fairly popular nowadays, we could see a lot more MP maps release in Season 3. Now, outside of uniquely made MP maps, we could still see some maps from, of course, Al Mazrah, Las Almas, and just other parts of the game we already have. Oil Fields is one we talked about. This one, again, was leaked time and time again. This is very, very likely to be some type of either ground war map, maybe a gunfight map, or maybe just a 6v6 map, a small section brought in as a 6v6 map. I mean, I could see this being a pretty solid map overall. Obviously, it's not the ideal map. We would rather see uniquely made maps, but if we get mostly new maps and some other slight remakes ripped from existing content, I wouldn't mind oil fields as one of those ripped maps into 6v6 MP. Let me know down below what other parts of Al Mazrah you would want to see. I know, again, it's not preferred. We would rather see uniquely made maps, but if you had to take existing parts of MP maps, or existing parts of the Warzone map, I should say, and bring it into 6v6 MP, what parts would you want in there? Let me know down below. But Oilfield, again, is very likely to release at some point very soon. Now, of course, IW did kind of tease a potential new weapon releasing very soon. In the patch notes, they had a new attachment that's not currently in the game that they, I guess, you know, did a buff on, which is kind of funny. It's not there. It's the Element Nebula Barrel. This does not exist. Apparently was in the MW2 beta. Someone actually talked about this. I didn't remember that attachment being there, but it was apparently there. Not here right now. That could be hinting at a potential new weapon in this category, in the Lockman category, or maybe just another category as well. You know, we'll see very soon what's happening there. We don't know right now what weapons we're getting for Season 3. That should be confirmed very soon. Let me know down below what weapons you want to see. Any new ARs, SMGs, rocket launchers, snipers, pistols from past games you want to see return for MW2, not just for Season 3, but for future updates in general. Leave some comments down below. Let me know. But moving on here to Warzone, a lot of content releasing. Of course, IW confirmed Plunder is releasing. We did get more leaked information about more Plunder lines, Plunder voice lines, stuff like that being added to the files with the recent Season 2 Reloaded update. So that usually means that, you know, they're preparing for Plunder to be released in this game. Plunder probably will be one of the first stuff we get here, one of the first pieces of content we get for Season 3 in Warzone, which again is pretty cool overall. Plunder was a solid mode. Definitely glad to see that return. Another big one here, which I personally think they might delay, which again, not a big deal, but I feel like this is going to be something they take more time on, considering the state of Warzone right now, but it's Warzone ranked. So they did confirm Warzone ranked. Again, I feel like right now there are so many problems with Warzone, so many things that they're working to fix. They're listening to the community, which is good, but it's going to take more time to fix Warzone first before releasing the ranked mode. I feel like that makes logical sense. I would love to have the ranked mode out right now. I think Warzone players would love to have it out now as well, but in the grand scheme of things, we're much better off focusing on fixing Warzone, fixing the movement, making it more fun to play before adding a ranked mode, because a ranked mode might make it better, but if the core game isn't that fun, a ranked mode isn't going to make it that much more fun. So I think, again, this might get delayed a little bit until Season 4, maybe even Season 5. I don't really know, but right now, this is something they confirmed and will be releasing very soon, which is pretty cool. Most people enjoy the current MW2 ranked mode system. If they just bring that, you know, concept over to Warzone, I think it'll work out pretty well, but after we see some Warzone changes first. So again, let me know down below, do you want to see Warzone ranked sooner than later? Do you not play Warzone at all? Let me know your opinions on a ranked mode for Warzone. It's the first time we're getting one, so it's going to be a pretty big deal. You know, we'll see what happens with that very soon. And of course, the final thing here, which affects Warzone and probably DMZ as well, there were some leaks about, at some point, the POI on Ashika Island, Suki Castle, being turned into castle ruins, which hints at some type of event where maybe, you know, this castle gets blown up by a natural disaster, a hurricane, volcano. I mean, we're in Japan. Stuff like that can happen. A tsunami is a big possibility. That would be pretty sick as an event. Is it, you know, Shadow Company coming in and blowing it up? Is it just natural causes and arson? Someone blows up Suki Castle, and that's just some type of event? That would be pretty sick overall, but regardless, hopefully we get this very soon. I do enjoy a good event. I mean, it just gets everyone excited. A lot of the past Warzone nuke events and game reveal events as well, which we don't seem to get anymore, a lot of those were so fun. So hopefully they turn this into a pretty cool event where you go in, and there's a certain limited time playlist, there's rewards to get, all that cool stuff. We'll see very soon, but that should be the next major event we get in Warzone and MW2 as well. But overall, that's it here for this video. A lot of good content releasing in Season 3. Let me know down below what other stuff you want me to talk about for future videos. What did I not talk about in this video for Season 3? Content you want to see in terms of MW2 MP maps, weapons, Spec Ops content. Of course, we're getting a raid episode 3 at some point, but there's very little information on that. Let me know what you want to see for Season 3 in MW2 and Warzone 2. Be sure to subscribe for more update videos like this. Join the Discord down below to play with me on stream and play with, you know, members of the channel as well. Shout out to the YouTube channel members, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.